What's going on, everybody? James here, RedemptionAgency.com. 21 years selling on eBay. All right. I'm going to go over two things here. One, I learned on a video. And two, I am putting some plans in place so I can enjoy the summer, if you will. In order not to be scatterbrained, make sure I get X amount of items listed every day and not feel guilty when I want to go out and exercise at 4 or 5 p.m. What I decided to do was look up the things I have most in storage, which would be like hats, CDs, cassettes. And what I did was see what my 90-day total was, so I knew exactly how many I was selling per day, and then I'm going to triple that when it comes to listing. So I'm going to list 45 hats every day, 30 CDs every day, 30 cassettes every day, 6 shoes every day, 9 t-shirts every day, and then I got 40 other. I'm going to do half clothing, half hard goods. So I'm going to do that every day. It takes me about to 160 listings a day. So then I can enjoy my time outside exercising and not feel guilty. And then also too, what I can do is if I get ahead, if I do 160, I can apply those numbers to the next day. So I'll do it like that and stay about 160 average every day for the summer so I can enjoy myself. On another note, I'm going to show you a channel here, Josh. I'll put his link below. If you want to learn about gold and silver and Bitcoin, stuff like that, he does a lot of videos on that. He also goes live pretty often. And then he also does eBay videos. Also, he has an eBay store. So I'll post his link below if you want to subscribe to his channel. Pretty informative. But he got to talk with a tech side on eBay. So what happened with his store was he literally dropped about 95, 99% in sales. Just one day, it just dropped straight off. Instead of doing $7,000, $8,000 in sales, he was doing $25, $50. So there was clearly a huge problem. So he said he spent about 8 or 9 hours on the phone getting through to eBay and what have you. And he actually finally got to talk to somebody on the tech side of the team. And here's what he found out. And a lot of this has to do with a lot of the issues that we've talked about in the past when it comes to seeing all the international sales first, feeling like your items are not being seen. It all kind of fits into that theme. So he said that they said, I'll be quoting him who was quoting eBay. So hopefully I don't get it like the whole chain where everything comes out different by the time it gets to the end. But eBay is switching from the global, I took a little note here, global shipping program to international shipping program. He said so they can do it all basically in-house. But during that transition, pulling people out of global and putting them in international, they're having problems. And it is, some of them's not recognizing a certain code. And what it does is you'll see international items first instead of your own. Plus, it doesn't recognize your items specifically, so your items may not be shown to certain people. So, and it is a known issue. They are working on it. He said they even said they hired a bunch more people to try to figure this problem out. They anticipated a problem, but not as big as it has been. So they did supposedly hired more help to get it all figured out quicker. So now I just ship international through flat rate shipping. So I don't know if that, I know my sales didn't drop that drastically. I'm probably down anywhere from where I should be, probably about, I want to say 20 to 50%, depending on the day. So, but that could be because I've got so many items in my store. So if you got a lot fewer items in my store, I think he said I'm 3 times bigger than him. So I guess he's got about 12,000 or so in his store. So if you have even less than that, then you could probably go days without anything selling when you usually had an average of X amount of items per day selling. So it is all known issues. They are working on it. So if you are having problems, if you are still seeing international stuff first, it might not hurt to call in. If you see international stuff first over eBay or over US stuff, it might not be hurt to call it in and say, hey, why am I seeing this international stuff? I heard there's a problem with the, global shipping being switched to international shipping program. Can you put me on a ticket to have my store looked at and do something like that? If you've noticed something like that, I would say only if you notice like international coming up first, where you see those red flags that pop up in your account. That way you have something to feed eBay and they have something to feed to the tech team. Because if you just kind of feed whatever to them, if they can't recreate it, it normally doesn't happen. They don't mess with anything. So make sure you are having those problems if you decide to reach out to eBay and notice that and see if maybe you can get bumped up in the line somehow. He said Friday and Saturday he did like $25, $50, and then Sunday his store blew up again. So they fixed it sometime within that period and he started getting all of his normal sales back again. So that was good. So being that I don't ship through the global program, will it affect me? Maybe, but not. Maybe that's why it hasn't affected me so drastically, because I am doing the international shipping myself. But as I've stated a lot of times, you'll see those overnights where I'll have 6 to 8 hours of nothing. And he said that's what he was having in the last 15 to 17 days while this was going on with his store, where he was having like, I think 10 to 12 hours, I think he said, with no activity. But like I said, I've got more items, so I wouldn't see as drastic. I don't think I would see as drastic of a issue, being I've got more items, maybe in more different categories or what have you, so I've got a more variety scope out there, if you will. So I don't know. Hopefully that will fix at least a lot of the major hardship problems we've been experiencing with low sales. Like I said, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, awesome for me. How's today going? I think I'm a little behind today, but it is Monday. I got $514 at 6 o'clock. So I'm not too far behind where I like to be. Being on a Monday, this is acceptable, an acceptable normal, I guess you could say. And especially with summer starting to come in, warmer weathers here and there. These are understandable numbers. So I haven't noticed any errors today on my part. I did notice like a slowdown, like the site is acting a lot more sluggish than it did even yesterday. So I'm not sure if that has anything to do with anything as of yet, but we'll see at the end of the day what sales, I'll give you guys an update in the morning when we do shipping as to how today turned out. But keep that in mind if you're seeing international sales, and that would fall into the whole thing where I've brought up several times where I've said, it feels like my items are not being seen across the board. Something's being suppressed, and that can cause the suppression. So at least we got an answer to a problem that causes suppression, and they are working on it. It is a known thing. So hopefully that will be fixed soon, but they've been working on it for quite a while now, trying. He said something about it's been a 3-year project switching global to international. So where they are within that, just kind of like the server thing, 3-year project. So they've been working on it for a while, and they hired extra people to help out. So we'll see what happens here. At least it's an answer, and it's an answer from the tech side of eBay. So that is awesome news, and you can rest your head just a little bit easier knowing it's not you, it's not me. Because as I've said before, I've been doing this 21 years, I know what my daily average should be. But when you have those days that are like that, you start questioning yourself. You're like, God, I suck. Was my stuff just not good anymore? Or, it's not going to move anymore? But clearly, if the 3-day weekend I had, that tells me my numbers, I'm still on track with where I think I should be. And actually, I probably should be a little bit more than where I thought I was, just because I've been listing so much. So that number should only grow. So hopefully by the end of the year, My average number I think I should be doing, you know, from 800 to 1,000 should be, hopefully, would be like 1,000 to 1,200, as long as I just keep plugging away and listing. So just keep plugging away, listing product. Hopefully you got enough product to list, because it's hard to go out and buy product if you're not having that income come in. So that can be a little rough and tough. So I think that's it. But I just wanted to give that info out there to you guys, just to ease your mind a little bit, because I know it's eased my mind a little. So, and having an answer, you don't lose your motivation as easy, because you know there's something out there. There is something wrong. It is being worked on. It's been an ongoing issue for quite a while. They hired more people to help fix it. So all we can do is just ride out the storm, if you will. But it feels good to have at least another answer to an issue that's going on with the website. So motivation, keep listing, and when it all is back online perfectly, the sales will start flowing in. So thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Later.